Hello, friends. Thank you for tuning into my channel, Jaws's Book Journeys. Now, today I'm not going to talk about books, but why I, as a Zennial, really like Gen Z. Now, as a Zennial, I was born in 1981, which, if you do the math, makes me 43 years old. A Zennial is a term for a person born between, I believe it's 1977 to 1983. So, yes, I am a Zennial. And what I've noticed about Gen Z is they are very body positive. I love that they don't tend to judge people based on their body weight, hair color, eye color, hairstyle, whatever. People kind of have this anything goes approach to fashion, which I love. And I find it really refreshing and fun because I'm at the age where I really don't care about fashion. I just want to be comfortable. So I know people are going to judge. Sometimes that's just human nature, but I think as a whole, your generation is really open-minded when it comes to different fashion types and body types. That's awesome. So, rock on. Number two, you are intellectually curious. I work at a bookstore, and I would say at least 80% of our clientele are people probably in their mid to late teens and early 20s, maybe early to late 20s. And you guys, you read a lot. You read the classics, you read modern literature, you read philosophy, you read poetry, history. I think you are well informed and you love to read and you love to satisfy your curiosity. And as a side, I just love that people are still reading physical books. Now, audiobooks are fine. I'm not knocking anyone that has a Kindle, not at all. But I really, and nothing to me, nothing can replace an audiobook, the texture, flipping through pages, reading, the physical act of reading like that. So I love it that you guys are patronizing independent bookstores. That's so awesome. So very cool. And number three, I really like your approach to work. You don't work to live, or rather, you don't live to work like many previous generations kind of had drilled into them that the way you get ahead is by putting in 60 hours at the office, or you've made it when you can keep up with the Joneses and you have this great job. And basically, people use their work ethic as a badge of honor. Gen Z tends not to do that, and I love it. I think work-life balance is so important. The greatest commodity you have is your time and your freedom. And me, I'm a freelance writer and I work part-time at a bookstore, so that's huge to me. I will not work a job that does not value my work-life balance. Now, I know I'm in a position of privilege. Not other, a lot of other people aren't as lucky as I am, so I definitely recognize that. But I really love that you don't put up with garbage in the workplace like previous generations have been for decades and decades. It is very toxic to give your life to a job. I I just can't say enough about the importance of freedom and maintaining a work-life balance. So good for you. You guys tend to fight for fair wages and fair treatment of employees too. So that's really wonderful. And I think the pandemic really illustrated that. The people just got sick of being treated like garbage for terrible wages and being mistreated. So they just left. So I really hope this trend continues. I hope employers are forced to pay more. I hope treatment of workers improves, especially in the United States, not worldwide, really, but especially, I live in the United States. So I would really love to see better laws regarding maternity leave and just, more protection for employees. So rock on, way to go. And lastly, I think now I'm not going to generalize. I know there are conservative Gen Zs, as with any generation. People are of all political persuasions, but I think overall you adopt a more progressive mindset to politics. Again, you fight for universal health care, universal housing, um, stuff like that, fair wages, universal basic income. And I love that. I believe in all those things. I would consider myself a progressive. I'm pretty quiet about my politics generally, though, but I really like that you believe in that. I think Gen Z, if they get into office, they will make tremendously positive changes. And I'm hoping you guys can turn things around, because I try to be positive, but sometimes I get pretty bummed out about the state of the world and the state of capitalism and everything. So, yeah, so that's really it. I just wanted to say, Gen Z, you're awesome. Don't listen to the stereotypes about you being lazy or socially inept or whatever. I think you're really cool and special, and yeah, I really enjoy your perspective. So if you're a Gen Z or you're a millennial that likes Gen Zs, just drop a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Follow me or subscribe if you see this on YouTube, and rock on. Until next time, keep reading.